What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. Today we are breaking down the trailer for The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. The trailer just came out yesterday, and I could not be any more thrilled than to know that Rick Grimes is returning to our screens. It's just super exciting. So let's dive into this breakdown here. The first shot here, we have Michonne. She says she's looking for him. We all know who she's talking about. She's talking about Ricky Doodah Grimes. Rick Grimes is the GOAT of television. He's the GOAT of The Walking Dead. I would say, obviously, that they are the king and queen, like everybody says, of The Walking Dead. So I'm so thrilled that they are finally back. But Michonne, looking for him.
I'm looking for him.
It looks like a kid in the background, but it could also be this guy right here. He's kind of short, so I don't know what's going on with that. And then in the background of this shot, we have this massive walker. Like, he looks like a big dude, which makes sense because it looks like they cut off his mouth and his arms doing what Michonne does, and he's hauling the wagon. So he's the little goat or the donkey that hauls their luggage. Moving on to the next shot, though, they're looking at a cruise ship, which is absolutely incredible. I always told myself that if the zombie apocalypse happened, a cruise ship would be great. It looks like these people have the same idea. It says safe harbor, so I'm assuming this was a community at some point. Obviously, you could see all like the tents and all the stuff on there that this stuff probably grew over time, but they probably did have like gardens up there, and it probably just sprouted off that as well. So I always told myself that if the zombie apocalypse happened, a cruise ship would be a great idea. But it looks like maybe this one obviously did not last very long. Maybe the CRM has something to do with it. But a cruise ship would be a great idea during the apocalypse. But this one just looks like it's been sitting for almost the whole duration of the apocalypse. So it definitely was somebody's safe house at the beginning, and it just didn't last. But moving on to the next shot,
You don't want to go north.
we have this chick, Ellie. I guess I said that right, saying that you don't want to go north, not now. And I don't know if that's because of the CRM or this next shot where we see what I consider the most amount of walkers I have ever seen in The Walking Dead history, the biggest herd I have ever seen. I mean, it just stretches out for hundreds and thousands. I mean, like, there's hundreds of thousands of walkers here. This is bigger than alphas and betas herds from the Whisperer arc. I mean, this is the biggest herd I have ever seen. And I don't know if they are luring them somewhere, or maybe they have to get through them. You know what? I have a couple theories. I have one theory, not so much. I feel like maybe they're leading them to the CRM, but I don't know they would do that to put Rick's life in jeopardy. Obviously, I don't know if they know that Rick at this point is with the CRM, or the CRM put them here to keep everybody away. I think that is a more likely theory, that the CRM put all of these hundreds of thousands of walkers here to keep people away, because we know how secret the CRM is. If you've seen Fear the Walking Dead, like, Al almost got shot by Isabel because they just can't know anything about the CRM. So people getting to the CRM, they just don't want that happening. So that seems like the more likely theory. But then, of course, we have Michonne here using this weapon that makes noise to distract the walkers. So I don't know what that's about. Interesting shot here. Philadelphia. That's downtown Philadelphia right there. And then Rick's sitting at this bench right here. We got the CRM logo. And I would assume that he's sitting at there. This is the CRM where he's at. And then across the river is just complete ruins where the CRM could not make habitable. Obviously, it's a city downtown. It was probably very overrun. We actually see this shot later on in the trailer, or the same skyline in the shot later on in the trailer, where the CRM is bombing Philadelphia. And I think it's at the beginning of the apocalypse, which is interesting. And then we have Rick saying, my wife is my choice, my daughter is my choice, and my life is my choice. And it looks like he's on like walker duty. I don't know in these shots here. We'll go back. But it looks like he's killing all of these walkers to keep the area clean. So no, I don't know if that's his job with the CRM, or if he did something wrong and now he has to clear out the walkers as punishment. I don't know. And then we have Michonne here holding the phone. And then Nat says, she tells Michonne that it says, believe a little bit longer in the Japanese, which I want to pay attention to the phone here, because something I noticed watching the trailer, there's either either this, I think this is engravings. Somebody, obviously Rick engraved this in the glass. I don't think it's marker, but
Believe a little bit longer.
okay, the next shot here, I believe, yeah, Rick holding the same phone, but I don't think it's the same phone because the drawing is different. We just have one picture of Michonne. So I think that these are two different phones. I feel like maybe Michonne left this one for Rick. I don't know. So let me know what your thoughts are on that in the comments. But we'll look at, yeah, so look at this phone. This is the phone that Michonne's holding. And then this is the phone that Rick is holding. Right there. So very interesting. Two different phones. I don't know. But these are definitely engravings. I would feel like they just engraved it into the glass and not like with white marker or something. But and then we have Thorne thanking Rick. Rick's like, why?
Why?
And then she's saying, you showed me I can't get away. Maybe they tried, maybe that's why they're in trouble and they have to be on walker duty. They tried getting away together. And so I don't know. And then she's drinking some whiskey. I'd be drinking some whiskey too if I was working for the CRM, being held captive.
Showed me I can't get away.
And we have this beautiful shot here. It looks absolutely incredible. Got the CRM helicopters flying into the mountains here. I don't know where these mountains are. Maybe somewhere up north near Philadelphia. I don't know. I don't know if there are mountains like this up there though. Almost looks like it could be foreign too, somewhere in like Russia. I don't know. I mean the CRM. He's saying right here, Okafor or however you say it. He's saying this is the most powerful military on the planet. So I mean they got resources. They got helicopters. I guarantee they have planes too, and they can travel the world. So I definitely feel like the CRM is. I feel like Daryl and Carol are going to meet the CRM eventually too. So I don't know.
It's the most powerful military on the planet.
And then look at this lineup right here. Just so many soldiers. I mean, they are ready for anything. Absolutely insane. And we got Beale right here saying that he's going to ask a question to Rick. Got the CRM opening some sort of gate here. CRM truck in the background. I mean, these... I don't know what the CRM is. My fiance and I are watching Fear of the Walking Dead right now, or just now on season 6, the second half of season 6. And we need to rewatch World Beyond. I'm sure there are some answers on the CRM in World Beyond. I watched like the first season of it. I think there are 2 seasons. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's been so long since World Beyond came out. Came out in like 2020, I think. So we need to rewatch that. I believe Jadis is in that as well. But there's so many unanswered questions right now that I have about the CRM. Like, did they exist before the apocalypse? Like, what? I just want to see their origin. Like, I'm tired of like seeing glimpses of them. But obviously, in this show, we're gonna see a ton of them. So let's just dive in. Keep going.
Why are you here?
Beale's asking, "Why are you here? You want to kill,
You wanna
or do you want to die?"
Look at my eyes, sir.
Rick says, "Look in my eyes, sir." Obviously being obedient towards him. Obviously, Rick doesn't want to be here, but he's doing what he has to do to be, to get away. Like, he's doing what he has to so he can eventually escape, or he can eventually maybe gain their trust so he can leave. I don't know. But he's just doing what he has to so he can eventually see Michonne and his family again. Like, I would love to see a Rick Grimes reunion with everybody, even Negan. But we know Negan's in New York right now, so...
You tell me.
At first, this shot here, I thought this was like a herd of walkers, or like the CRM like lined up and like ready for war or something. But I think they're just crops. But right here, this shot here, like I was talking about before, this is them bombing Philadelphia, and it looks like it's before or at the beginning of the apocalypse. That's because the buildings don't look decayed at the moment. So this is definitely at the beginning of the apocalypse, so maybe we do get to see some origins of the CRM. So I'm very interested about that. Really not a lot to say here, just some filler content. This guy right here, he's famous on he got famous on like Vine or TikTok, I think. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but it's interesting to see him in The Walking Dead. He was in Michonne's last episode. And so I'm curious to see more about his character, and hopefully he survives. I like him. He's a cool guy. And then there's Jadis we gotta like hate to love Jadis. Like, I hate that I love her because she saved Rick, but at the same time, his life is in jeopardy because he's with the CRM. So I don't know if we are going to trust Jadis or not throughout this, but I guess we'll see. Maybe she's like corrupt from the CRM, and then eventually she gets good again. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think on Jadis in the comments down below. I know she's in World Beyond, and I need to rewatch that. So maybe you guys can educate me on that a little bit. But after we watch Fear the Walking Dead, we're going to watch World Beyond. Hopefully we can finish all of that before the Rick Grimes show comes out. I think we can, because we're already on season 6, the second half of season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. And then World Beyond is only 2 seasons, I believe. So, and then again, just some filler content. This shot here, though, absolutely incredible. The budget for each episode is going to be insane. I was reading a fact where it's going to be like $13 million per episode, where the original series, the original Walking Dead, each episode was like $6, $7, $8 million. So they're putting a lot more money into this show. So the budget looks absolutely incredible. This shot looks, the explosion, the CGI looks absolutely insane. I mean, unbelievable. That building collapsing and just everything about it looks absolutely insane. And then we have, this is definitely Rick. We know Rick's walk. That's Rick walking up. You can kind of see his facial structure. You could definitely see that, tell that is Rick Grimes. And then it cuts to the new logo, which looks absolutely incredible.
We can make this whole damn world ours if we want to.
You damn right you can. You can make the whole... You know what's funny about this shot here is Michonne smiling up, and Rick's last shot in the main series was him smiling up. So I have a little bit of hope that they can escape together, but at the same time, this is the end of Rick's story. Like, this is I don't even know if there's going to be a season 2 to The Ones Who Live. So what's really sad to me is we're going to see the ending of Rick Grimes' story, and that's gut-wrenching for me. And hopefully you feel the same way. Like, this is, like, The Walking Dead is Rick's story. And even in Fear the Walking Dead, there are people trying to get back to him. They were trying to get back to Alexandria at some point. And I'm not there yet, but I've seen spoilers. I know Morgan eventually goes to find Rick at the end of Fear the Walking Dead. I'm sorry if I spoiled it for you, so my bad. Oh my God. But this is all Rick's story. Like, it's a big world, but to me, it's all about Rick. And I'm just excited to see how his story ends, and I hope it doesn't end with him dying. So we'll know next month. Well, not next month, but we'll know probably in March when the show ends. So I don't know how many episodes this is going to be. Maybe it'll stretch out into April. But we will know the end of Rick's story very soon. And like I said, it's gut-wrenching. Let me know what you guys think on the trailer in the comments down below. I don't typically do breakdowns, so sorry if it wasn't the best breakdown in the world. I typically do gaming content on this channel, so feel free to check that out too. I will see you guys next time. Take care.